Hello and welcome to today's yoga class. My name's Jamie and I'll be teaching traditional Hatha Yoga today. And we'll begin with 3 Aums. Aum is an invitation to clear the mind, to really arrive in the body, so pay particular attention to the sound of the Aum within your body, within your system. Allow the sound to come from and to go to any places in your body that need to be welcomed today. So you're placing your hands in Anjali Mudra, which is your thumbs against your sternum. Take a deep breath in and release. And a deep breath in for Aum. And we'll continue with the opening mantra, which should be below you or below the text on the video. This is a mantra that invites wellness and health, celebration, and peace to all beings. A mantra is different from prayer because with a mantra we emanate these feelings, we create these feelings within us. We do not ask for these feelings from an external source. We become these feelings. So we become health, we become wholeness. So please feel free to chant along after me. Savisham svastir bhavatu, Savisham shantir bhavatu, Savisham purnam bhavatu, Savisham mangalam bhavatu, Save bhavantu sukhinaha, Save santu niramaya, Save bhadrani pashantu, ma kashid dukkha bhagbhaved. Asatoma sadgamaya, tamasoma jyotirgamaya, mrityoma amritam gamaya. Purnamada Purnamadam Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamiva Vashishyate. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. The ritual of mantra tells us that we're doing something special and sacred for ourselves. And let's begin with the breath. So closing your eyes, placing your hands in Chin Mudra, which is index and thumb making a circle and the 3 fingers pointing outwards. Breathe deeply into the belly and release. This time breathe deeply into the belly and then let it expand to the chest. And release from the chest, release from the belly in that order. Now the third part of this 3-part yogic breath to the belly, the chest, and then the sternum. And releasing from the sternum, from the lungs, and down from your belly. And doing 2 more of those in your own time. Noticing the expansion of your lungs to the back, to the sides. Noticing the ease that your body starts to do this full yogic breath. And we'll try to continue this slow yogic breathing for the whole session. Yoga means union. In this case, this is a union, a natural flow between the in-breath and the out-breath. So, let's begin. Surya Namaskar. This practice of sun salutation is really good at helping get your heartbeat racing, warming up the body for the rest of the asanas. It's also a practice of gratitude for the life-giving sun. We know that gratitude practice is really good for our mental health. So, placing your hands Anjali Mudra, and then down to Samastiti, equal standing pose. Making sure you have a really nice contact with the earth, so you can imagine that your energy center is actually your feet. There are roots extending as deeply as you go high. You can imagine either 3 or 4 points of contact on each foot. We'll return to this position often. Knees tucked, knees raised, thighs raised, pelvis tilted, chin tucked in, shoulders up, back and down. Breathing in. Breathing out for prayer pose. Breathing up, arms raised posed, Uttanasana. Breathing down, Uttanasana. And you can bend your knees for this one. And we're bending from the upper back. Breathing in, take the right leg back, and this can go with the knee on the floor if you need to, or the equestrian or low lunge. You can have your foot flat on the floor or like this, whichever's comfortable. Breathing in, looking up, shoulders back. Holding the breath, taking the left leg back into plank. Arms straight, 4 points of contact on each palm, hands below the shoulders. Raise, dropping that slowly, and you can go straight down to your knees if you need to, into Ashtanga Namaskara, chin, chest, knees on the floor, breathing out. Breathing into Cobra. You can do baby Cobra, like this, if you have any strain on your back, or you can go into more full Cobra, making sure the stretch is coming from the top of your chest and your shoulders are back. Breathing in. Breathing out into down dog. And you can have your legs bent if you need. And you can have them straight if that's comfortable. Bringing your chest and the crown of your head towards the floor. And then breathing the right leg forward, up into low lunge again with the knee down if that's more comfortable for you today, and breathing in. Exhale, the left foot back into Uttanasana. And then breathing all the way up into Uttanasana. Back into prayer pose, breathing out, breathing in, Samastiti. That's one side, the right side. We'll now do the left side, and that will make one full round. And we'll do 5 full rounds. If that's a bit much for you, you can just do 3, And please do this at your own pace, and the most important thing is to follow the postures rather than race through it. So breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and up. Breathing down. Breathing in, left foot back, looking up. Holding the breath into plank. Exhaling, knees, chest, chin to ground. Namaskar. Inhale up into cobra. Exhale back into down dog. Inhale, left forward. Exhale, right forward. Inhale, all the way up. Arms raised, posed. Exhale, prayer position. Inhale, Samastiti. That's one full round. We're going to do 4 more of those. But just follow at your own pace. Prayer pose. Inhale up. Exhale down. Right back. Plank. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale right forward. Exhale left forward. Inhale up. Exhale prayer pose. Inhale Samastiti. Inhale up. Exhale down, left. Plank, hold breath. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to ground. Inhaling up into cobra. Exhaling down dog. Inhale, left. Exhale, right forward. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, prayer. Inhale, Samastiti. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, right back. Inhale. Hold breath, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra up. You want your feet flat on the floor and you would like them straight so they're not bananaing out to the sides. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right forward. Exhale, left forward. Inhale up. Exhale, prayer. Inhale, Samastiti. Exhale, prayer. Inhale up. Exhale, down. Inhale, left back. Hold breath. Exhale, down. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left forward. Exhale, right forward. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, prayer pose. Inhale, Samastiti. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Right back, inhale. Hold breath, plank. Exhale, down. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right forward. Exhale, left forward. Inhale up. Exhale, prayer. Inhale, Samastiti. Exhale, prayer. Inhale up. Exhale, down. Inhale, left back. Plank, holding the breath. Exhaling down, knees, chest, chin. Inhale up. Cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left forward. Exhaling, right forward. Inhaling all the way up. Exhale, Samastiti. Exhale, prayer. Inhale, Samastiti. And the last round of the right and left. Do it a little bit slower. Inhale, Samastiti. Exhale, prayer. Inhale, Hatha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana again. Bending legs is okay. Inhale the right back. You can concentrate here on your third eye. Left back in plank, holding the breath. Exhaling down, knees, chest, chin to ground. Inhaling up into cobra. Exhaling back into down dog. Inhaling the right forward. Exhaling the left forward. Inhaling up. Exhale prayer. Inhale samastiti. Exhale prayer. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale left back. Going to plank, holding the breath. Exhaling, knees chest chin to ground. Inhaling up. Inhaling to the left, right, and just taking a few breaths here. Your knees can be touching the ground. You can have them up in up dog if you like. One more to the left. See if you can look at your feet. More to the right. Deep inhale and exhaling back into down dog. We'll stay here for 5 breaths this time. And you can walk the dog by raising your heels up and down. Really bringing your chest, crown of your head close to the ground. And you can screw your arms into the ground, imagining your upper arms turning in, your lower arms turning out, gripping the ground. And inhale the left forward. Again, knee on the ground is okay. Whatever your body needs to do today. Exhaling, fully down. Inhale up into Hatha up and back. Exhaling into prayer pose. Inhaling samastiti. Let's stay there 2 breaths. Again, just reminding yourself to go to the full yogic breath. And any challenging postures today, just go and focus on the breath. Remembering to go to that 3-part yogic breath. We're going to take a very short Savasana to allow those energies to move. So, finding a way to come down flat onto the mat. Letting your body completely rest here in corpse pose. If you're not sure of the position, your toes should be able to touch. And if you were to bring your hands in, they would be on your belly button. And here you're just watching the breath. And you can close your eyes. When you hear 3 rings, find a way to come up into a seated position. Just bringing your awareness back into the room. Relaxing your ankles, knees, your hip joints. Feeling the weight of your back on the ground, your shoulders, your arms, your wrists. Allowing your throat to relax, your eyes, your head. And you can bring your knees to your waist. Give a little roll back and forward, circulating the hips. Place your feet flat on the ground and letting your pelvis drop to the ground and doing very small clockwise rotations, imagining it's a wristwatch. You're just doing tiny rotations of the pelvis. Now getting a bit bigger, imagining it's more like an alarm clock, and then a kitchen clock. And then going the other way, so going anti-clockwise, kitchen clock, alarm clock, wristwatch. Putting your right arm above your head, rolling onto the right arm, just allowing yourself to rest in this position, just feeling what it's like to surrender. It's often the hardest asana, just to not do. Finding a way to push up into a seated position. Just going to warm the back up a little bit more. So from this seated position, which is Siddhasana, where you have the heel in your cervix or perineum, the other heel above, so that your hips are above your knees, or using a cushion to do that, if that's more comfortable to you, we're just going to start to stretch out like a cat moving forward. Really stretching out, but keeping your sitting bones, your buttocks, on the ground. We're going to walk that over to the left side. And then walking back over to the right side. And back to the center. And then taking our right foot out with our heel in our perineum, stretching towards our right leg, and you can have your foot up if you need to. We're going to move towards, so imagining the spine is curving this way. It's a really good one for any lower back pain. Keeping the chest open, so your upper arm is above your ear and your chest is turning out, as though you're turning your heart towards the sky. As you breathe in, you can extend that position a little bit more, making sure your buttocks are on the ground. As you breathe out, you can relax to where you are. 2 more breaths. And you can have your eyes closed if you like. Now breathing in. Using the left arm as a counterbalance and swapping legs. You don't have to be able to grab your feet, just whatever you're doing, whatever your body's able to do today, and you can stretch a little bit here if you like. It's all about the stretch from the lower spine. Again, turning the shoulder back, arm is above the ear, chest turning towards the air. Three more breaths here. And then breathing up. And coming to Samastiti, the front of the mat. Shaking off your legs if you need to. We're going to do Padangusthasana, first of our standing positions. This is a really good one to do first thing in the morning. It helps activate the digestive system. It also helps release a lot of any negative emotions, such as anger or anxiety. So starting with your hands on your hips, breathe in, look up. Bending your knees if you need to. Take your big toes with your index and second finger. So say this is okay if that's where you are, and you can just slightly straighten the legs if you are able to. If you can, keeping your legs straight, breathing in, extending the spine, lengthening the spine, and exhaling, contracting the stomach, pulling the chest back towards the knees. Padangusthasana. We'll be here about 30 seconds.
making sure the weight of your body is spread through your feet evenly. You might feel that you're tipping forward a bit. Just making sure that your ball of your foot is carrying the energy as much as the heel. Opening your arms out to the sides to create room for your bend. And just continuing to breathe in, extending the spine. With a flat back. Your head as an extension of your spine. And as you exhale, contracting the belly. 2 more breaths. Now breathe in, look up. Exhale, hands to waist. Bending your knees if you need to for stability. And just slowly breathing all the way up. If it's first thing in the morning, do this really slowly and sending your energy down to the ground. Particularly women in the morning can have blood pressure issues. So just allowing yourself to adjust and take that nice and slow. Shaking your legs out a little if you need to. Okay, turning and taking a long step, about 3 to 3.5 foot, depending on the length of your legs. We're going to do Trikonasana, triangle pose, which is a pose that helps connect body and mind, and also makes our whole bodies lighter for the rest of the asanas. So we're going to breathe our left arm up, and then exhaling, allowing the right arm to go down the side of our legs. You don't want to rest on the knee. You want never to put any pressure on the knee. So you might find it's more comfortable on the thigh or more comfortable lower down. Keeping really nice strong legs, strong hips, and letting the upper arm come as close as you can to your ear while keeping your hand stretching out like a spear. Really feeling that connection between your fingertips and your feet. Checking your feet that they're at 90 degrees to the mat. And we'll do 4 more breaths here. Contracting the belly, doing full yogic breaths. And up, breathing, inhaling up. And releasing the left arm, enjoying the feeling of release. And inhaling the right arm. Exhaling, letting the left arm slide down your left leg. Again, we'll be here about 30 seconds. So your legs, buttocks are tight, your stomach is contracted. And just seeing if you can breathe a little more extension of that long line. This opens up a lot of the pranic channels, which are the same as your acupressure or acupuncture meridians. Allows your energy to start flowing. Again, it's a great one in the morning. And breathe up. And we can release. And then we'll take a longer step, so probably about 4 to 4.5 feet. Again, we want our feet parallel to the short end of the mat. And this means the outside of our foot is straight. Often when people have their feet, what they think is straight, they're trying to straighten the inside of their feet. It's the outside that we want straight. So hands on the hips. Inhale, look up. Exhale, strong legs, leading with the chest, bringing the crown of the head down to the ground. There are different variations of this. You can just try with your hands on your hips. You can put your hands here, shoulders width, in line with your feet, bring your head to the ground. You can take your big toes, pull yourself down, and we'll be doing the fourth variation in a second. Prasarita, Padangusthasana, A. Padottanasana, sorry. And we'll hold this for about 30 seconds. Again, breathing in, lengthening the spine. Exhaling, contracting the belly and pulling the elbows back through your legs. Again, it's a great one for releasing negative emotion. And if you struggle with some of the upside down vertical postures like headstand, it has all the same spiritual benefits of getting our energy to our highest chakras. One last in-breath. Inhale, look up. Keeping really strong legs. Exhale, hands to hips, and inhale up. Inhale the hands up to shoulders width. And exhale, clasp them behind you. So you're gripping your hands like this. I would do whatever is the abnormal position for you. If you feel normal to do that, try doing this today. And this time, letting your hands coming over your head, strong legs, again leading from the chest. Inhale, exhale. Letting your weight be evenly distributed between your front of your foot and the back of your foot. This one is a great chest opener. Helps you breathe deeply. 20 more seconds. Breathing in, extending spine, exhaling, contracting the belly. And then inhaling all the way up, strong legs. And you can take your heels in one at a time. Give your legs a little sugar if you want to just release some of that tension. Well done. Your body's warming up a little. Okay, we're now going to do our next standing balance, which is where we become a tree, at one with the trees. Maybe you can see trees around you. Maybe you're just going to be your own tree. So just like a tree has roots as deep as its branches extend high, your attention, your imagination, your energy, which is part of your imagination, will go deep into the ground, giving you stability. In Vrksasana, the tree pose. Taking a fixed point ahead of you, something that's not going to move, letting your eye gaze be soft and keeping that in your attention, letting all the weight shift onto your left leg, and taking the right leg. And it can be anywhere from here to further up towards your perineum, anywhere except the knee, which again we never want to put weight on. Then inhaling our hands to Anjali Mudra, keeping a really nice lock and a straight line from our left shoulder all the way down, our left foot driving into the ground. And if you like, you can breathe in, opening the chest, bringing the palms above the crown. and we'll be here for 20 seconds. Contracting the belly. Letting your lips and eyes be soft. And if you like, you can play with balance a little bit. See what it's like closing your eyes. Makes it a bit harder. How long can you do it for? About 10 more seconds. And then exhaling, letting your arms float down. And we're going to swap feet. Letting all the weight come onto your right, remembering those roots, remembering your fixed gaze. Taking your left foot as far up your right leg as is comfortable today. Hands in prayer position. If you can, inhaling them up above your head. Contracting the belly, so you can feel like you're sucking your belly back into the spine. If you do that, you'll feel that it really strengthens your stability. This pose is obviously good for balance, generally, emotional and physical, and also good for building confidence and strengthening the legs. 10 more seconds. Two more breaths. And allowing the arms to float down. Shaking this off a little bit, and we're coming to another standing balance, which is Natarajasana, the dancing form of Shiva. Shiva is another way of saying consciousness, and this is consciousness of the motion, so it's both consciousness and stillness. You might have seen this in statues in different yoga studios. Nataraja, the dancing form of Shiva. So again, fixed gaze, letting all the weight shift to your left leg. Your left leg can be a little bent as you adjust in position, inhaling your heel to your right buttock and your left arm up. And then as you exhale, locking that left leg, looking along your fingertips and lifting the palm of your foot to the sky so your thighs parallel with the floor. Stay here for about 20 seconds. Bending your legs slightly to come down if you need to, and shaking that off. And we'll swap with the right. I'm a little bit dazzled here by the studio lights. Extra challenge in keeping balance. Okay, breathing in the left foot, fixed gaze, soft lips. And exhaling down, letting your hand push through the air. Your thigh become parallel with the ground. Opening your chest, contracting your tummy. 5 more breaths. And exhale, release. Let that shake off a little bit. That's a good one for burning belly fat. Okay, we're going to come into our first of our warrior poses, Virabhadrasana. This is all about determination, taking action in the world. Also very good for your back. We're going to start in Surya Namaskar. Do a sequence of breathing in, Samastiti. exhale in prayer pose. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale right back. In plank, exhaling knees, chest, chin to ground, inhaling up, exhaling down dog. Gonna inhale this time, the right will come forward and we go all the way up into warrior one. Arms above the head if you can, looking at your thumbs. If you're not able to do that, you can put your hands on your hips. What's important with this position, and we'll be here about 30 seconds, is that your right foot is turned about, so your left foot is turned about 45 degrees so that your hips are able to face straight down the mat. Breathing in, contracting the tummy. Letting your knee be above your ankle, your left leg straight. 2 more breaths. Warrior one. Very good one for lower back pain. And also for libido in men and for menstrual cycle in women. Breathing up and just turning 180 degrees. Again, making sure your hips facing forward. So your back foot, you might want to open your back foot a little bit out. So it doesn't have to be in line with your heels. And looking up, or again with your hands on your hips. Be here at 10 breaths. Remembering those deep yogic breaths, particularly in the challenging positions. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Now bringing the heel back so the outside of the right foot is parallel with the short end of the mat. Inhaling your arms up into warrior two. Looking along your fingertips, feeling you're pulled in 4 directions, but like a warrior, you're holding your center. Contracting your belly. We'll be here about 20 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathing in and swapping on the other side. Gaze is soft. We don't need to do our I'm really trying hard face. We can just do it from within. Determination from within, from the center of our willpower. In Indian tradition, in our Manipura, our belly, just below our navel. Sorry, just above our navel. 3 more breaths. Legs strong. And then cartwheeling our hands down. Coming back into plank. Exhaling down. Inhaling up into cobra. Exhaling back into down dog. And now we're going to come into Dandasana, which is seated staff pose. And you can walk, or you can jump all the way through if you can. Oops, there we go. Come into seated staff pose, turning our toes back towards our sternum. Hands at our hips, chin tucked in, eyes closed, legs locked. And we'll be here for 5 breaths. If you like, you can take a brick to sit on for this position. Might make it easier for you. 2 more breaths. And relaxing the legs, I'm going to move back further onto the mat. And this time taking your right foot to your cervix or perineum, or as far up as is comfortable for you today. Again, you might want to sit on a block to be able to do this, and you can have your leg a little bit bent if you need to. Inhale up, and exhaling down. In this position, it's a good one to use the strap, particularly if your back has a tendency to bend, which mine certainly used to. The strap can help you keep a straight back. It's much more important to keep a straight back in this position and a straight leg with your toes pointing towards your sternum than it is to go down even if your back is curved. So using that strap if you need to, and helping pull yourself down. So inhale, pull yourself down, opening your arms. If you can bring your head towards your knee. And exhaling, contracting the belly. Inhaling, lengthening. Exhaling, deepening. We'll be here another 5 breaths. Janu, Sirsasana. And inhale, releasing the leg. Inhale all the way up and releasing, swapping legs. This is a really good one for if you have any urinary or reproductive issues as well. Making sure that heel is really pressed against your center. Inhale up, exhaling down. Again, using the strap if you wish. Inhale, lengthening. Exhaling, deepening, and allowing the arms to move out so your torso can come down, bringing your chest towards your thighs, your head to your knees. It's also a good one if you're doing a lot of walking. It's very good at helping release tension in your joints of your lower body. 3 more breaths. Inhale, stretch all the way up. Release, let the legs go. And now we're going to come back into butterfly pose, Asana. Again, you can use a brick if you like. I'm going to twist this way so it's easier to see. And in this one, we're holding our feet together if they can do, bringing our knees towards the ground and our feet as close as we can to our perineum or cervix. And just imagining your butterfly flying around your garden or your favorite park, just allowing the legs to actually have their own momentum. So we release the hips. And just doing as fast as feels comfortable for you today. Holding your feet. Now placing your thumbs inside the palms of your feet like you're opening a book, having a good read. Elbows on the inside of your top of your thighs. And we're going to come into Bakasana. Again, it's a really great hip opener. And you can stay in an upright position. Breathing in, contracting the tummy. And you can breathe out if you like and just bring your body down towards your feet. Keeping those thighs straight. We'll be here for 6 breaths. Five and 6.
Well done.
I'm going to do another hip opener now, Gomukhasana, cow face pose. Bringing your left heel to the outside of your buttock. Again, you can use one of these to assist you to raise your bum if you need to. And you're going to stack the knee on top of the other knee, bringing your other heel to the outside of your buttock. There's actually 2 really good acupressure points in your buttocks, which if you like, and you can get your heels to jam into. Putting your left hand on your right knee, and your right hand on top of that, tucking your chin in. You can close your eyes if you like. It's actually a meditation position. Also a position for playing the sitar. And it's one of the 23 original positions from the Yoga Pratapika, the original book of Hatha Yoga. Inhaling your right arm up and letting your hand come down your back, taking your fingers with your left, and you can use a strap here if that helps you. I'm going to demonstrate this from the back. So you want to be pulling your strap like this towards you, or pulling your fingertips towards you like this. I'm going to hold this for another 5 breaths. This activates the lymphs in your groin and your armpits, so it's good for your immune system. One more breath. And letting your right leg swing out, left leg swing out, and you're going to swap so your right heel comes on the outside of your left buttock, your left heel on the outside of your right buttock, your knee to your foot, beginning with the right hand underneath the left hand, the chin tucking in. You can remain in this position, or it's comfortable for you today using the strap or not, inhaling your left arm up and coming to meet it with your right hand. If you know the bandhas, you can activate the bandhas from Mula Bandha up and release them from the top down. When we finish the pose, we'll be here 6 breaths. Two more breaths. And releasing the hands. Now coming on with our feet flat on the ground, our buttocks on the ground. And we're going to make a sort of tripod of our sitting bone and pelvis, come into boat position. With this position, you can have your hands on the backs of your thighs. You can have your hands straight out. And we're going to come into Navasana. Strengthens our core. So just raising your legs. It could be straight out or they could be bent, whatever's comfortable for you. We'll be here 20 seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shoulders back. Chin tucked in. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, you can do it, 17, 18, 19, 19, 19, 20, and relax. And your feet come down. And that's a warm-up for our final position of the day before we take a well out of Shavasana, which is Bakasana, or the crow pose, which is a standing balance where we really engage our core. So for this position, sitting on our haunches, placing your hands spread wide with 4 points of contact on each palm, about 1.5 feet in front of you. Getting your arms straight, your knees are going to come into your armpits. For Bakasana, or if you know you find Bakasana difficult, you prefer Bakasana, the crane, you can go on the outside. For everyone it's different. So you just try and find out which is the best for you. We're going to breathe in, put your knees inside your armpits, and gazing down your nose, lifting one toe at a time. We'll actually put a cushion in front of you. So in case you fall, you put your head on this cushion. And we're going to hold this for 10 seconds, touching your toes if you can. And you really want to engage your core and round your back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. Okay, so now we're going to come to a challenging posture for some people is just to let go. To let the energy that you've created and released move around your body, to lie in Shavasana. So finding a way to come down to the ground, lying flat on your back. Again, so your toes would touch like that, hands coming to the belly, and just watching, observing your breath as it naturally is. So with your eyes closed, perhaps noticing your breath without interrupting or making it do anything different from what's happening naturally. And in a few minutes, I'm going to ring a bell. We'll close with a final Om. But if you prefer, your body wants to, you can just carry on doing that Shavasana for as long as you like. Perhaps until I see you next week. Letting the soles of your feet relax. Your lower legs. Backs of your knees. Relax. Your knees, your thighs relax. Your organs of reproduction and creation and elimination relax. Hips and buttocks relax. Your belly and all the organs within your belly and torso relax. The cathedral of your lungs relax, feeling full of the energy you're creating and it's all around you. Your neck, shoulders and head relax. And I'm going to complete with an Om. If you'd like to ring these 2 bells, you can start to come back up, but we're out of time now.
And if you like, you're welcome just to stay as you are. Deep breath in if you're joining the Om. Thanking yourself for joining yourself in this yoga practice today. Namaste.